What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If we've not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan. I'm a life insurance agent. I've sold over $750,000 of life insurance premium all over the phone. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make $10,000 per month, right? The three things that you have to do, that you have to know so that you can actually hit that number. And then also we're going to do a breakdown towards the end of this video, exactly the numbers that you need to hit for you to sell life insurance, for you to be able to make $10,000 per month, right? The magic number, the reason why you got into the industry, making $100,000 plus per year. And that's typically the magic number, especially when I talk to agents on a day-to-day basis. They just want to make $10,000 per month because that's when you can really start scaling your business. You can actually do some stuff with that, which is really cool. So let's get right into the video, right? What are the three things, right? The things that you actually have to know so that you can make $10,000 per month, right? The things that you have to do so that you can hit that, right? So we're gonna start with the first thing, right? Know your numbers, right? So watch till the end of this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content just like this. The first thing you have to do is know your numbers. Again, we're gonna do a breakdown towards the end of the video, but you have to know your numbers, right? How many sales do you need to make, right? How much is your average policy going to pay you, right, over the year and in the first 30 days, right? Cash flow is king. You got to be able to make consistent money selling life insurance, right? And the only way that you actually stay in the business, right, because a lot of people talk about passive income and building a team, the only way that you actually get to that spot where you can actually build a team that you can have true freedom is you have to pay the bills today. You got to make money today, and that's actually selling and making money that way. So make sure that cash flow is king, because even if the policy takes 90 to 120 days to pay out, it really doesn't matter if rent's due tomorrow, if rent's due in 2 weeks, if rent's due in a month. That's what really matters. So cash flow is king, and I'm actually going to talk about that in a couple more points. But make sure that you're getting policies paid, and so that you get paid at the end of the day. Make sure the family is protected so you get paid at the end of the day. Cash flow is absolutely king, right? Because what happens is you're going to get paid in upfront advance, right? So when the policy issues, if you don't know this, when the policy issues, you are going to get a deposit of 9 months of the premium advance, right? So let's say that you get paid 100% over the year, right? So if you sell an average policy $1,000 over the year, as long as that person actually keeps paying the premium, 12 premiums the whole year, you're gonna get $1,000 paid to you, right? But in the first 30 days, you're going to get an advance. So what that means is on your advance, typically most places, some might be different, but most overall, I would say 90% of the time, you're gonna get a 75% advance. So they're actually gonna give you 9 months of the first year up front. So that's what's nice, is like the cash flow is king. So once the policy issues, the client pays their first premium, they're actually gonna say, hey, we're gonna say that the client already paid their first 9 premiums. We're gonna give that to you right away. So 75% advance, you're gonna get a $750 commission right away. That's what's really nice. So make sure cash flow is king. That's what I mean. And over the year, you're gonna get the 1,000. So on the back 10, 11, and 12 months after the client's paid all those premiums, then you're gonna get the other $250 that you're owed. So that's what I mean by first 30 days, and then also the year. And then also, how many leads do you need? This is a lead business. This is a lead working business. The more leads that you work, the more that you're gonna get paid, and the more money that you take home that you can make, right? So make sure that you have consistent quality leads, and we're actually gonna go deeper into that. How many leads you actually need so you can hit this $10,000 per month number, right? Consistently, not even just once, but like on a consistent day to day, week to week, month to month basis, right? And then also, what's your closing percentage, right? What do you need to do closing percentage wise so that you actually know your numbers? How many people you actually have to speak to and that you have to present to so that you can scale to whatever number you want to, right? So that's point number one. Know your numbers, and make sure that you stay till the end of this video, because knowing your numbers, breaking them down with somebody like me that's actually done it multiple times consistently, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month consistently, this is gonna be really huge for you, and this was huge for me when I just got started, right? Now, the next thing that you actually have to do, right, that you need to know for you to make $10,000 per month consistently as a life insurance agent, right, $120,000 per year in net income, is specialize in one product, final expense or term, right? I talk to agents consistently. I want to do IULs, I want to do annuities. Oh, that's what my upline's doing. That's what they're teaching me. It's like, focus on one thing, right? And then it leads me to the next thing, simplified issue business, right? No paramed exams, no like long month, 2 month, 3 month long cases. Even though they might pay more, it doesn't matter. It matters what you get paid in the next 30 days because cash flow is king, right? Instant issue and one call close. Make sure that when you're calling, we're not setting appointments. We're calling to close. And I actually have a complete script breakdown. It's like the 50K a month script breakdown. Go check that out on my previous videos. But instant issue one call closing will allow you to have the cash flow that you need to be able to make your first $10,000 per month as a life insurance agent. And also focus on cash flow. I can't stress this enough. Focus on cash flow. IULs are nice, they'll pay out. Maybe you might get a $1,500, $2,000 commission, but how long does it actually take? How long does it take to be able to do that? The sales cycle is so long that it just takes a while, right? So the key is to be able to get paid as quick as possible, right? Focus on cash flow. The only policies that matter are the ones that actually pay out, that'll allow you to hit $10,000 per month. And also, it's predictable. This scales. Simple scales, fancy fails. All right, last thing that you need to have, that you have to do, right? You have to take massive action, right? Starting at zero is the hardest thing to do because you have no data. You have nothing to base off if you're doing what you're doing works or not. What's nice about money and making sales is that's just points on the scoreboard. That just validates if what you're doing is working or not, but not when you're starting. You have nothing to base it on. So detach from the result and just focus on taking massive action, right? You need feedback on what you do, right? You need feedback on if it works or if it doesn't. Be unemotional towards that, right? Think about, hey, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to get feedback. I'm just going to figure out what works and what doesn't. And along the way, I'm going to figure out exactly what works for me and my system. Because something might work for somebody else, might not work for you. So figure out exactly what works for you. And the only way you do that is taking massive action. I remember when I first started out, and I want to share this with you guys personally, I was told to make about 200 dials a week, right? And setting appointments. And I was like, okay, what's the average person doing that's doing that? 10, 20,000 a month. Cool. All right, I want to do 40, 50,000 a month. How can I make sure that the activity that I do, it would be unreasonable for me to fail? So what I did is I went out and I made 1,000 to 1,500 dials per week at that time. So it's 5 times what the average person was doing. So an average person, let's say doing 10,000 a month, I was on pace based on my activity to do 50,000, but I knew that there was a learning curve, so I had to do that to get the feedback, get the data, so that I can actually scale proportionately towards where I actually wanted to go. And over time, what's cool is you get better and better and better, so you're able to do less activity and get more out of it. It's leverage, right? So you're able to build leverage. The reason why starting at zero is so hard is because you don't have any leverage. So find the skills, build the skills by doing massive activity, figure out what works and what doesn't, be unemotional, detach from the result, and then you can actually scale, right? So get feedback on what works and what doesn't. And then also data will allow you to scale, but starting out, there's no data. So get that, document it, track your numbers, and that will truly help you grow the business. So that will allow you to actually see the numbers, have strategy, and boom, then you execute. So take massive action right away. Whatever I'm about to break down in these numbers, double, triple that, quadruple that. So you make it unreasonable for you not to make $10,000 per month. And what I've learned, and this is kind of a bonus for you guys, what I've learned is that making $10,000 a month isn't special, it's not magical. That's just shows that's proof of concept that, hey, this could work. All right, then you double down, then you get to 20, then you get to 30, then you get to 40, and then it's a lot of strategy games, right? But at first, to get to 10,000, it's just massive activity, and then you get better over time, and then that number starts becoming 20, 30, 40, and what's nice is once you get to that spot, then you just double ad spend. Boom, 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 and then you just double the results, right? So let's break down the actual numbers for you to make $10,000 this month going into March. right? So the commission goal, right? $10,000. Let's do it. So this is assuming that your commission level is 100%, right? You're getting paid 100%. If you're not getting anything less than 100%, you need to be getting 100% on your products, right? Guaranteed issue and graded is different, but overall you should be at 100%. If anything less, somebody's taking your money, and you deserve a lot more. So, all right, so let's say average policy size for final expense or term is $1,000. Mine's about $1,200. Most people in my community is about $1,100. But let's say it's $1,000. All right, what's that mean? Well, average 30-day commission with a 75% advance, and then with graded and guaranteed issue products. So you're at 100% on level products, but then if you're at a guaranteed issue or graded policy that like the person's not as healthy, right? That will bring down your commission level. So yeah, you might be at 100% on level products, right? Healthy people, but if they're unhealthy, a 2-year waiting period, something like that, then you're gonna get paid a little bit less. So I factored in that, hey, if overall you're getting 90%, some are at 100, some are gonna pay out at 50 to 60, 70%. Overall, let's say that that's 90% that you're getting paid on. And then on top of that, you're getting your 75% advance, just like always, and times $1,000, right? So what we did here is 0.75, right, your advance. Once the client pays the first premium, then what's your 0.9? So that's the average of the level products, the guaranteed issue. Overall, it'll equal out to be 90% or so. And then $1,000 average, you're making $675, or $675 per like month, right? So $675. From here, total policies needed. You need what we're gonna do is the way we find that. So your average deposit into your bank account is gonna be $675, and this is average of within 30 days of the policy being sold and issued. You're gonna get 10,000. You're gonna get 675. Then 10,000. That's our target number, right? We're gonna divide that by 675. This number, our average 30-day commission, and that's gonna be 14.8. And we're not gonna round down. We're gonna round up always, especially on the activity levels that we need, so we can be conservative. Make sure to hit that. 15 policies a week, about 3.75 a week. We're just gonna round that up to 4. So we need 4 policies a week. How do we do that? We need 4 policies sold, issued, and approved, ready to go. All right, so how do we do that? Well, the next thing that we have to do is we have to get, we'll conservatively say our close rate's 25%. That's conservative. That's like not doing great when you're just starting out. You should be closing 25% of your one call closes and presentations, right? Every 4 presentations you do, you should be closing one. That's conservative, but we're gonna say that we're super conservative with these plans. What's nice is my closing ratio is about 70 to 80%. So I don't need to do as many presentations as you might for me to get the same result. That's what I'm talking about in terms of leverage, right? I can pay for less, get more out of that, but at first, just create flow, get data and feedback, and just do it, right? Get proof of concept. All right, now presentations. What's that look like? All right, so presentations for the month, we need 60. All right, we need 60 presentations for the month, 15 a week, 3 a day. Super simple, right? If you're doing 300 dials a day, three presentations a day, 15 a week, 60 a month, that'll allow you to close 3 to 4 policies per week. And then lastly, how many leads do you actually need? You need 80 leads a week. This is why I preach, like, do not buy from lead vendors, because say for example, and I'm just gonna pull up my calculator here, right? Say for example, you do this and you're paying $30 per lead and you have to buy 80. Look, that's $2,400 a week that you're gonna be spending. You're gonna be spending $10,000 to be able to make $10,000. You're gonna have to spend, and this is conservative right here, you're gonna have to spend close to $10,000 just to do that. Like, this is why most people, you might be in this position right now, you're breaking even. You're not making money. This is why, because you're paying so much per lead, $25, $30 per lead. If you need sufficient lead quality, like 80 leads a week, that's nothing. We typically recommend 250 or so a week to be able to scale past 40,000 a month. But for you to, like, this is why I say do not buy from lead vendors, because what's cool is, and I'm gonna break this down here in a little bit, but lead vendors, you're gonna be spending $2,400 a week, right? Close to $10,000 per month. But here's the thing, when you're self-generating your own leads, when you own your marketing, when you own your source, this 80 leads a week, right? And we'll be conservative here. We'll say 80 leads a week, and then 4 weeks. So this will be your monthly total, 320 leads. Typically, they come in about $3 to $6. We'll just say $5 to be conservative. You're spending $1,600 a month to be able to do this, right? To close at 5%. This is why generating your own leads is hyper profitable. I mean, you just saw the math, 6 times more profitable than buying from leads. So that's why I recommend generate your own leads. If you need help, let me know. And lastly, your total ad spend for the month, if you're closing 5% of your 80 leads, you're gonna be spending $1,600 for the month, right? So this is a complete breakdown on how you actually make $10,000 as a life insurance agent, right? How you are able to scale to whatever capacity you want, but this is how you scale to $10,000. Make sure, first things first, right? We're just gonna go back. I just wanna recap. First things first, know your numbers, break them down. Break your numbers down exactly like this. As you go along, track your numbers and then customize these numbers for you, right? Maybe you realize, hey, I'm actually becoming a better closer. I'm closing 1,100. I'm actually getting more policies issued, so this is like 0.95 at this point. Maybe your closing percentage goes up to 40%. This will allow you to really scale, right? So presentations, how many do you need? So on and so forth. 60, 70, 80, 100. These numbers are going to be customizable as you go and as you scale. So I really hope this video helps. Subscribe to the channel right now. Share this with a friend so you guys can both be making $10,000 per month. If you guys need any help, you guys know where to find me. Reach out to me on Instagram. Book a call with me down below if you're wanting to scale now, past $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.